Guten Morgen, half a day, and techie in. I know I said I wasn't gonna stream today, but surprise, we're doing a little short baby stream. Cause my goodness, do we have a lot to do. Yes, making sure it was the right one. So we'll do about like an hour, maybe 2 today. Nothing too much, but you know, why not? Try to get in there, cause you know, September I'm like taking off 2 weeks because of TwitchCon. But anyway, it's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Ooh, what girl? It's a short stream because it's Rumi's birthday, so. Hello, Lewis, Heckien. How are we doing today? Why do I come here to the office every day? Because you're an attorney? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? Hello, ma'am? You have files in your bag. They are sleeping. They are recovering from playing all the Space Marines 2 last night. So I'm pretty much going to stream until they wake up. My sister's trial is tomorrow. Am I your attorney? Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Oh, no. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? What gave it away? The spiky hair? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney? Right. Oh, I love her glasses. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Tis me. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. It's time for the best case in the OG trilogy, in my opinion. Oh, the connecting case. Okay. I'm gonna take off my bracelet so it doesn't bang on the desk. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Yeah, she looks like Maya. Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? What's up? Emma, was it so you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh god, you're 15 right now. Get out of my office. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? She's actually 15, because she just said she's going to be. Anyway, I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Wait, you're 15, 16, 11th grade. God, you're smart. She already turned 16? Okay, so she's already 16. Still, 11th grade. I guess some 11th graders are 16, because I was like, I think I was 17 in 11th grade, because I had that weird late in the year birthday. Great, another future professional in training. So, what's this about a case? You said the trial is tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife, she wouldn't. Huh? So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. Wish I had this much confidence in my sister. And there's a witness? Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? Do you not know that Mia's dead? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. Not relevant to the game, but how do you handle content warnings, trigger warnings? I usually just announce it, or if I notice something, like especially when we play spooky games and we notice it's heading towards something that not everyone's comfy with. I'm like, hey, the way this guy is talking, I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Possibly SA. Avert your eyes if you're uncomfy. Usually announcing. I mean, if you know something bad's gonna come up, put it in chat. I'm usually comfy with everything because of my day job. The worst of humanity. Every day we deal with the worst of humanity. So, nothing really triggers me anymore. Remember that for the next 2 games. Okay. It's good to have a goal. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah? Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister. I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Was it blood splatter? Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Hold on. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school. She always told me to go to Mia if I ever need a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's name. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Oh, the music changed. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They're dead in a car accident when I was little. Does nobody have parents in this game? Everybody's got, like, dead parents. Like, Phoenix Wright, does he have parents? Are they dead? Mia's family, well, Maya, her parents, dead. Edgeworth, dead. Is there anybody who has family? Alright, I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want a raise this year? Oh. Parents' familial struggles is a major theme of this franchise as a whole. Ah, wonder what that's like. What was that all about? Madam? Hi, Lana. Honey, I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Gonna grab myself a snack. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Oh, hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. The eye shift of like, sorry, what exactly is it you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. So you're Edgeworth's boss. You're a prosecutor? This is awkward. They're putting all the prosecutors on trial here. 2 sisters, 1 lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like Mia, Maya. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Nah, I'm just homesick. Homesick? I just miss my assistant friend, sister. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright, well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Well, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office. In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. What is it with prosecutors not, like, giving the full story? So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. You didn't answer my question. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Yeah, what does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. Okay, so she's like saying like, I am guilty. It doesn't matter because the cops are gonna, yeah. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. So you were also Manfred's boss, and you were just letting him commit his job in a not very legal way? Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Ooh, what happened to your hand? Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. She seems very chill about this. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Excuse you, I worked with her and found her dead body. Hey. I was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. What? What? Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. Demisexual? I was the best there was. Oh, I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Is it Emma or Emma? Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana. ... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? I mean, she believes she did, but then again... So did Edgeworth. Edgeworth was like, I did it. I murdered him. And it's like, bro, the body in the morgue is not who you saw. So, I can see that being like the vibe. Oh, I feel another one coming. Sorry, I had to get some water. Otherwise we'll just be coughing all the time. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. I believe my sister's not a murderer. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I feel like Emma maybe stabbed him in self-defense, and the sister is taking the stand to, like, you know, make sure she doesn't go to jail or something. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. But I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? She became a prosecutor. I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she, well, Maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. That's the wrong button, Nina. Try again. Prosecutor's office. So this is the lot where it all happened. Dun dun. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the... Emma, why are you shouting? Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now on after all. Okay, so she's like trying to build rapport with them. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. And yet the judge has told me to do that multiple times. What? Okay, plot holes. It's fine. I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Oh, hey there. You spitting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Huh? What do we have here? Who are you? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Oh my god, the music. What a vibe. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall! Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. He's just cutting his hair with his knife. Looky here, Bambina, I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. I'm sorry, was that booze? Did you just... Wait, was that a police uniform underneath the poncho? What is... I'm just gonna mute while I eat this snack, but what? Just put it in your pocket. It's so scientific. A ladder? That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Okay, so she's the new Maya, I'm guessing. Here, oh my god. Let's see if it works. Why am I choking today? Excuse me. This wall is in our way? It's got a faucet for water? Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. An oil drum looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy, I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. I didn't say you were suspicious, I was just letting you know. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Oh, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relatively German or was he British? Einstein? I believe he was... Austrian? German? I know he was Jewish. That's why he left. Because they were like, oh, this science, it's not from a German, it's from them. And he's like, what? You guys loved it last year. What happened? Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, he was German born. Okay. So I guess technically. Yeah, he was born in Ulm in the Kingdom of Württemberg in the German Empire, March 14th, 1879. Wow. Long time ago. But, hope that answers your question. Mr. Relativity, are you sure that was his name? It's Einstein. Don't worry, we know. Okay, I think... Whoop. Now I think that's everything. Alright. Stylish glass walled room, very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Okay, you're not that silly. Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Ooh, there's a slide. Oh. Oh, it's one of these garages. Oh, that's cool. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Sir? The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Isn't there a thing like where Japan just loves westerns, like they love cowboys? Kind of like how Americans love anime and like, you know, samurais. God, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Your sister? Yeah, he's just drinking booze. Maybe it's water. Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. Is that a horse? You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Okay, now you're just saying stuff. Vittles? Was ist Vittles? Vittles? Definition of victuals as in food, substance intended to be eaten, claimed that the chitlins were just about the tastiest victuals he ever ate. An informal term for food and drink. Okay. A magazine. Or a jelly. Okay. Victuals. Time for food anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Whittle's Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. Great, maybe there are some clues around you, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me, were you two all set? Us. Huh? What's this? She couldn't be. Do you have snacks? You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Half and half, was it? Oh my god, that does look really good. Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Oh, some crunchy goodness coming at you? Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you? You don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Was she the witness? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? Oh, dramatic hair flip. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Or did the witness just see you opening the trunk and a body came out? You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough-up queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Oh, we got like two sides of her. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yikes, she means it. Hello, madam. Someone I knew yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Oh, that sounds delicious. Destiny was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Excuse me? Seriously, why? The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his slivery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Is it me or her eyes like slightly different colors? It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and the best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Troublate lunch set. Honestly, that looks really good. I want her lunch boxes. Or why do they call her the cough-up queen? I don't even want to appreciate part of a Tribbleite's flavor. No, it looks delicious. What are you talking about? Fish is good. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Right? This is good. Useful analysis? Not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Huh, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they are, the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Right? Because, like, this eye looks like silver, but her other eye looks like gray. Like, see, it looks darker. Kind of like 10-year-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough up clean. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay, I'm gonna... Can I get to the car? Ooh, they won't even let me near the car anymore. Okay. Right, like, she's got, like, one darker eye, and then the other one is, like, brighter. So I'm like... Or she may be blind in that eye? Alright, prosecutor's office. Oh, I see. There's something that's part of an achievement. I don't know if she's still there, but let's go find out. What is in this office? This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. I see samurai, I see a tea set, I see... Is that Edgeworth's outfit? What's the K thing? Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. Oh, is this King of Prosecutors? A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire prying into other people's businesses, do you? Oh. My boy! Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah. Mr. Edgeworth. You know him from somewhere? Of course. I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you. I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. Oh. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here. He... Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be... My car? What? Edgeworth, I leave for 2 months and you're involved in another murder? What are you doing? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. I will be right back. Is lunch lady still here? She is. Apparently. Because I'm using some help just to move this along since we have such a short amount of time today. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? I'd eat it. Ah, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles. Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. About this card? Maybe she knows him? I swear, Edgeworth, can you not get yourself in trouble for 5 minutes? Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? Sorry, the window's open and it just blew some papers at my feet. That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Alright. Good day, madam. Thank you. I'm guessing I have to show a bunch of things to the lunch lady. Now, before we talk to him, let's... I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king. Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of prosecutors. Kind of like employee of the month, only better. Okay, so he got that the day of the murder. Was it always broken? So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please, stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of this shield broken off? Wow, this jacket's even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket. Right, I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty, take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Do we know why he has that? Is that like maybe a concept art piece, or is that like his outfit from another game, previous game? My. What an amazing bouquet, just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Windy. Windy. Do we know a Windy? I feel like we do. Windy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Windy. Wait, is that Windy Oldbag? And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Windy. So she sent him flowers and a... Windy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? No, she's... I don't think so. Well, then why'd she send it to him? A work desk that's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk, easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. But try. I mean, no, don't do crimes. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Nah. Whoa, these are all case files. Oh my god. They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. In regards to the suit, it's the suit he wore for his very first trial. Oh, and he framed it? That's so nice. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe again? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Without spoilers, that suit might not be hanging there for good reasons. Can't we just have anything nice? Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours in the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and like little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? Yeah, so you got... Yes. Whoa, what a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess he would feel important. Also, yeah, if he was afraid of heights, would he not be like, oh my god, I'm 12 stories up? Or is it just like, if he sees the height? Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it, approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know and terrifying. Alright, think that's everything, so let's chat up our guy. What's up, buddy? So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it. Right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Oh, he didn't even recognize you. Yes, sir, I'm the Sky. It's nice to meet you. Again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now remember, you're really grown. Or you've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. So we're gonna be facing against you. Okay. You, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. Oh yeah, after the whole, like, murder thing? What do you mean? Rumors? You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Yes? Oh. Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. And thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. Oh, he looks so sad. But it's mean. Some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Wait, so like you're not top prosecutor? Oh, did they take it from her and give it to you? Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. I mean, she's your boss. I would hope your boss would be looking out for you. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? You know, we'll find out. Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. You have a knife? What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Okay, that's a bit better. I thought she, like, got the knife from your, like, personal person somehow. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Phoenix. Come on, can you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Murder is a serious thing. Alright, so we have this. And now we have this, so maybe... Oh, hold on. Can I present this? Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright. Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. So no, don't do that. Alright, well, let's go see if I can show these things to our lovely person. Anything to say about this? Can you take a look at this? You. Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it, so that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. That's an odd. She was like, have some tea. Could you take a look at this? You said you wanted some hot tea. Okay, we're back to the tea. Okay, so that's her dialogue. All right, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for wasting your time. I guess we'll go here and be like, hey, I found the stuff. Nope, she's not here. All right, back to my office. No. What am I missing? Hold on. I see. I'm supposed to present this to him. So basically it says you were the best of the best last year. You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. I can imagine your boss getting charged with murder. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Do you want the knife? It's against my policy to discuss evidence of the defense, especially with you. Love you too, buddy. He doesn't like you very much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. All right, now we should be able to go to... Examine the trophy. Present it to Edgeworth. Talk to Edgeworth. Oh, I have to talk to him now. Oh, I thought I did. Sorry. Now I speak to you after presenting the trophy to you. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police station yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. He's got the parking stub. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back? What? Right. I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? Is this Angel Star's boyfriend? What happened to his hand? He's the murderer. I'm calling it. He's the murderer. I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Should I be here for this? Skye, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins. Officer Meekins. Change that K to a P and you got Meepins. Meekins. Oh, I'm sorry, you're a murderer. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Why do the prosecutors control how much the cops get paid? They love to throw that, like, threat around. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy, looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Just mean. Just saying mean things. Right? Wrong. I mean, Edgeworth. Yes, sir? Guy, you caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to finally calm down at least. All right. Now? Hold on. T. Ooh, we're at the front. Oh, did he get the mascot approved? Look at him. Or did he make it himself? Prosecutors do not directly control their pay, but their word holds great value to determine their pay. Oh, that's wild. Finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? It's cute! Look at him! Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Nah, I just got a friend on the inside. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger? Is it Gumshoe? Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be too busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Gumshoe, my boy! I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Or why? Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister. Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Why, 'cause Manfred? So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? And what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Oh, Emma, you absolute cutie. Scientifically speaking, she is adorable. Only the highest ranked people are being let into the criminal affairs now. Oh, I still have Russell's leash. Okay. I was like, what's in my pocket? The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? Super odd. So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. So far, Emma or Maya, who are you liking more? Because of science, Emma. But she does lack common sense, but she is a cutie who takes notes and, you know, looks up words she doesn't know like me. Oh god, I'm Emma. I'm Emma, but I want to be Maya. They're both wonderful in their own ways. The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Ah, the cowboy. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. That is pretty suspicious. Anyway, can I give you evidence? I'm Detective Gumshoe. What can you tell me about this, huh? Hey, pal. This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. I mean, Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa. Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. Yes, buddy. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? She does lack common sense. Are you saying Maya, the girl who ran to the fire station, asked them to hose her down for her spirit training, has common sense? That's what I'm saying. They both lack it. But that's because they're young. So it's okay to be a little silly. I mean, I will admit, as a kid, I didn't know that a fire hose could take my skin off. I didn't know that. But then as I got older, and for some reason, you know, during a fire drill, we actually had real firefighters, and we were like, oh, it's hot, let's have them spray us. And, you know, they were like, we can't do that. We're like, why? You have a hose, it's hot water. And they were like, this is a high-powered hose. Like, this goes through house windows and, like, you know, puts out fire. Like, it suffocates it with water. They're like, this will hurt you. It could, you know, because we're little. They're like, take your skin off. And we're like, oh. Yeah, don't do that. So yeah, I would be like, yeah, it's like a waterfall, right? Let's do it. But it would be kind of funny just to see her like, ah. Alright, let's examine the cute little badger. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? It's adorable. You did such a good job. The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops. Why is this in the court record? Am I gonna use the badger at some point in this case? Okay. Alright. Looks pretty busy. Just imagine, right here, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. Make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo? Or, you know, a toucan. There's a lot of black and white animals out there. Banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Gumshoe is surprisingly handy and tech-savvy, right? Like, he is a good detective. He's just a little silly sometimes. He gets very passionate. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. I think that's almost everything. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. Well, calm down. She has a point. Oh, she doesn't. Let's chit-chatter, boy. So, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself, Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. I like his outfit. I like it. Evidence transfer. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Okay. You know about this? Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal, I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with... Okay, so both items lead to this same dialogue. Got it. Just covering our bases. Nope. Oh. I'm investigating it. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is date of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. It just goes to show you never know what happened when you run a yellow light. Don't run yellow lights. Running yellow lights is bad. Don't do that. Okay, so... That's cool. I guess we'll check everything. A grudge against Edgeworth. Okay, so that limits the list to effectively everyone alive under the sun. He does his best. Sergeant Bruce. Why they only use numbers for IDs? What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID... Yada dab. I thought I was like, yabba dabba doo. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba... Yabadab. Well, it doesn't have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. Teehee. It doesn't take much to amuse her. Okay, let me rotate this. Nothing? Okay. Let me just check everything. Oh, it's a fist! Oh. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. Emma, no? I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. No, you're good. He's in jail. When she says it, his name does have a kind of a ring to it. That's gonna be a no. Okay, knife. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Honestly, that handle like matches his coat color. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Did you ever figure out the meaning pun of Manfred's name? Manfred von Karma. No. You kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Okay, that's that. Oh, it's just... I'm just looking at him. Okay. We presented this, which gave us this. Can I present his own thing? As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. Sorry, I read in his voice for Phoenix. Oh. He's in a tough spot again. Again. Yeah, you know, like 2-3 months ago? Or no, 6 months? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always been had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Pew pew. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know? Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot. Oh, that'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. Because, you know, in West LA... Yeehaw! For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Loudsbury. What's the crossed out part? I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Hold on. Let me check on this. Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe? Let's see. Annual bonus. $20. They gave my man only $20? I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Okay, nothing else. Okay, so Manfred could come from Manfredens, being German for man of freedom. Basically, on top of that, Manfred von Karma is a pun of man freed from karma. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so I imagine back to the underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here. Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene who's just putting his evidence everywhere. Just everywhere. Alright, well, let's show him this. mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction for Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Oh, Marshall, my love for you knows no bounds. I mean, hi, Marshall. Oh? Is it the yeehawness? Is it the luscious long hair? Gumshoe? Ah, that old... Did you say cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a second. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Yeehaw! Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Well, hold on. Don't be like the settlers. Because they took something that didn't belong to them. And they're like, this here's my land. And you just see like, what? This isn't your land. The buffaloes roam here. And they're like, this is my land. I put a fence here. No more buffaloes. Don't be like a settler. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self. These investigators are like settling land. No, stop, Emma. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction, crumpled and discarded. Marshall's easily my favorite character in this first game. He is great. I will give him that. He is fantastic, but it's just like, wait. If you read more about the history, you're gonna be like, oh. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner? So you're saying, if I die old, I'm not good? Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab to the chest, fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Oh, death due to loss of blood, one knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Hour and a half? Okay. That's different from an hour and 15. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Skye and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. There's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? Also, I appreciate a polyamorous character being in the game. Me, Miss Star, has got enough boyfriends. Right, we like to see the representation. As long as everyone is aware. Also, that'd be kind of nice, you know, security guard, detective, maybe patrolman. And then they're like, oh, work is so stressful. And they're like, oh, guys, but I can't wait to get home to our beautiful girlfriend with her lovely lunch boxes. And they're like, oh, lunch boxes. And then she just comes by every day and she's like, hello, boyfriend. Hello, boyfriend. Hello, boyfriend. They're just like, thank you, dear, for the lunch boxes. It sounds so nice. So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You call me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. No, they don't. No, they don't. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. Angel Star is also a very cool character. She is arguably my favorite testimony to spit through, possibly in the entire trilogy. Spit through? Alright, well, can I... Okay, so let me go to examine, and then we're gonna slide on over. I'm gonna finish investigating. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Cow meat is good, says the cow. Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. It's just a cute cow eating some meat. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Wow, she was like, yeah, you're gonna lose your job. Alright, cell phone? This looks like a cell phone, yeah. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yeah. Right, let's check it out. I used spit through to kind of mirror her Cough Up Queen title. Why is she called Cough Up Queen? I imagine they'll tell us, but I'm just like... Man, what a boring strap. Gutter, gone. Destroyed, blocked off, put a thing on it. Don't go there. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. Those are hard to come by, you know. I see this series is as popular as ever with the kids. I'm just gonna rotate this, and we're not gonna talk about it. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. That's a fancy phone. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Emma? Whatever. Let's check this phone out. So am I just gonna, like, hit the redial button? Is that what's happening here? Boop. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Emma? Oh my god, sorry, I love it. Third game, second and third case are innuendo galore. Oh, we're gonna keep a straight face as best as we can. Straight. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Oh. Nothing? Ah! Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Oh, well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Look at the phone records. I mean, do your job. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those new fangled ringtones. Tunes. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. I was the last person she called? Wait. No. My phone? Wait. But I've never met her. Then why did she try... Hold on. Yeah, that's kind of strange, but... Someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. No, they don't. Just disclaimer, they do not shoot you in Texas if you lie. Otherwise, there'd be no people left here. Kidding. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone add to the court record. So 518. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. Poor Texans getting pewed for everything remotely negative. I mean, it's the giant cowboy state. Like, obviously there's other states, but you know, when you think of cowboy, most people are like, Texas. You know, it's like, oh, New Mexico has cowboys. You know, Oklahoma, you know, you gotta wrangle cows. And they're like, no, Texas. It's like, okay, all right. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. Yeah, it doesn't really help, does it? And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambino. Many condolences. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just making sure we got everything. We got the autopsy. Did that. Did that already? Cool, we're on the right track. Imagine having to prosecute against your own boss. Probably be like, you shouldn't have made me work late on those nights. Officer Marshall, yeah, Bambino? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Were they a couple? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prosecutor's office. Something about conflict of interest? Oh? Dry wind or ill will? Someone's up to something here. But who? Suspicious about Mr. Edgeworth. Suspicions has been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and a range of testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? Those are the prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. I'm sorry, she's spreading rumors about my friend? What? My sister? She regular old rumor mill. Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. Well, you're saying... What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? That's what we do in America. It's usually called a plea bargain, where it's like, look, you say you didn't murder the man, but you admit to robbing the grocery store. So admit to the grocery, and we won't charge you for the murder. Because, you know, it's either that or try your luck in trial and hope you don't get, you know, guilty for both. But you might get not guilty for both. Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe is taken off the case? I also love Marshall Sleep. I do like it. It's really good. Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? American legal system is basically Russian roulette. I mean, if you have a good lawyer, you solid, you great, you know? Like, if they have evidence, like, if the prosecutor has evidence, you know, proof that you committed it, and it's like, oh, like, here's a video of you stabbing the guy. It's like, well, can't beat that. But if it's like, oh, here's a video of somebody stabbing the guy. Because there's a fine detail in the American legal system. You have to, you're supposed to, obviously humans, you're supposed to only convict if there's no doubt. If there's any, like, shred of a doubt, then technically not guilty. And, like, that's kind of what most cases hinge on. They're like, do you doubt that he murdered him? Like, is there one thing where you're like, I don't think he did it because he said he showed up at 3 and the murder happened at 2. I don't think he did it. Like, if there's doubt, then that person's gonna be like, nah, not guilty. You have to do it without a shred of doubt, where it's like 100%, he did it, go to jail. But if, you know, there's one of what, there's like what, 12 of them? There's one of 12 who's like, nah, I don't think he did it. Then it's like, well, let the battles begin. Beyond reasonable doubt. There you go. That's the phrase. Good thing I'm not a lawyer. All right. Who do we talk to? Edgeworth, or would we go? Let's see. What did he give me? No, I still have the cell phone. Right? Did that. Did that. Cell phone. Updated. Was it updated? Can I check? There's no need to push this again. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind. It's nothing. Okay, just making sure. Suspicious. Right, we talked to Lana. Office atmosphere. Talk to them. Do I just go back to my office? No. Do I go talk to Lana? No, she's not here. Do we talk to Gumshoe? No. Do we talk to Edgeworth? He's not here. What am I doing? Another reason why I despise social media, as that acts basically complete opposite. People are so quick to judge someone guilty even if no reliable evidence is shown, and on rare occasions even after evidence has been disproven, debunked. Yeah, that's why it's like usually a good rule of thumb. It's like, don't make a decision until you have all the facts. Now, I think there's maybe something I missed in the garage. So we got the door. Got this. Got that. Got that. Got that. Got that. 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 Oh. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. I wonder if she's taking the fall for Edgeworth. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn! Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Let her think, let her cook. Oh. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Like something's written on it. 6-75-12-2. It's got Goodman. You're right, let's see. Oh, it's an S, not 5. There's a name printed on paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed? Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Added to the court records. So, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yeah? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Sorry. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? Yeah. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what she talked about? Right, she hung up right away. I see. Did she? Yeah, sure. A detective was murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Yeah, that's good, solid. Yay! Another reason why sorry, we read that. Ignore me. Are we on day 2? Or is it still day 1? Let's go. Good on time. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Sorry, I need to adjust. Okay. Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. This is not going to be a, straightforward case, is it? It's going to be complicated. Let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? The defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. So you're telling me to not believe you. Got it. You remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. What? I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. I most certainly am a defense attorney. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. Or are they? I'll be alone in there. Oh, I was just remembering her. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Thanks, Emma. What's up, bro? Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. Don't worry, we are all traumatized. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen. What does that mean? Cough-up queen. I'm trying to say it fast, see if it sounds like something. Cough-up queen. Cough-up queen. Collar queen? No, I don't know. Without spoiling, I would be heavily surprised if we figure out even half the truth within the first 70% of this case. We're gonna find out. Maybe she did the murder. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, wow. Oh, caviar? I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. It looks good. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? Ah, and you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? Hi, Crystal. Look away. I hope school's treating you well. I know I have subtitles. Good luck. It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Heck, Ian. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me, the name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running lunch land these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Huh? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angelstar was a special investigator with the police. What? She was a first-rate homicide detective. Okay. What? Miss Starr was a detective? Ah. I know who you are. Cough up? Cough up Queen Angelstar, Your Honor. Long time no see. Cough up Queen Angelstar. I feel like the cough up queen is something. Like, it sounds like a play on words, but I don't know what. Very well, you may continue with the description, Miss Starr. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. Block A is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Me. Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans added to the court records, thank you. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Losers? Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Judge, whoa! Wait, are they talking about me? Yes, they are. All right. Time to press. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. Oh, not yet. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Oh my god. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then, she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. That's bad. Time for my favorite interrogation section in the trilogy. I love this segment so much. Oh, bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Monty Python, I like it. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. I'm gonna do my best. All right. We're just gonna press on everything. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted, given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired? To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I'm a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Unbiased? Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. We're gonna save real quick. Hold on. We're gonna save, because life. Alright. Rumi hasn't woken up. Let's keep going. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I mean, no, wait. I'm prosecuting. I'm a defense attorney right now. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
The security guard room is in the lot, in A block. It's up on the second level so you can see everything from there. Even with that wall right there? That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I park in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, really? You sensed it? Right? Who wouldn't want to date her? She makes amazing lunches. You sensed something, so you're saying you had the premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then it must be hard yellowed and sharpest to attack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Okay. By garish car, you mean? Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant. I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have any proof. We can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly say the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. Free lunches. She's pretty. She stands strongly for her morals. She has good humor, and she's very smart as well. At the moment, I see no fault, but I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. What? That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of a lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Oh my gosh, she has a photo. A photograph, you took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. That's pretty cool. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. For no reason at all, keep this phrase tightly in your mind. I mean, she keeps doing the hair flip thing. I super don't trust it. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I showed it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Skye. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Squeeze me? Nope, wrong one. There's no knife in her hand. Do I risk it? No, let's press for. Maybe we'll get more evidence. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
she stabbed him. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime? You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late. Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Okay. So let's take a gander at what we have here. I think I was right in my assumption. Because she's like, the knife was in her hand, and it's like, according to this photo, it's not. Let's try. Objection! That's what we like to hear. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Skye stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear to my finest salmon swirl lunch. Ooh, can I have that? Oh, salmon sounds so good right now. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. You and me, Judge, we're both there. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is a photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Skye not holding a knife? Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. So calmly. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. So long as you're above half health, taking risks is perfectly fine, especially worth it for the I was right endorphin boost. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. No, we understood that, but she said she was holding the knife. Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? You got a better idea? Let me look at a hint. If I say no problem, apparently I get another lunchbox, which is part of the achievement. I'm curious about this achievement. Now that you mention, I see no problem here. Other than myself. Mr. Wright, you can't just let him walk all over you. That's just sad. Feeling sad, Mr. Wright? Perhaps a bittersweet first love lunchbox is in order. Oh my god, that looks really good. Is that ham? Is that spam? Peas? Carrots? Broccoli? Well, that was a waste of time. Let's continue with the testimony. Perhaps I should have dug a little deeper. We will dig a little deeper. Let me do that again. Okay. Objection! Lunchboxes! Alright. Been through all this. Tiny objection. Thank you, buddy. Objection! Blood. Yep. Alright. Better idea. Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony, namely that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculating, like a robot. The art style of the eyes is amazing. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Maybe it was cold, bro. What? Those gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Press. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Can I see these gloves? Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Let me see these gloves. Because she cut her hand. So if the gloves are not cut... Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically, it's flawless. Oh, it's a repeated thing. Okay. Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit. I mean, yeah, it's the same dialogue. Do I have? I mean, I have the knife. But her hand isn't bleeding in the photo. Because she said she cut it when she stabbed him, right? But if this is after she did the stabbing, you know, she's loading up the body, why is her hands not bleeding? Okay, let's find that statement again. Ah, I did. I thought I had more time. Okay. Alright, it's close. It's after the garage car. Okay. Present the knife.
Objection!
Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. Yes, it is his knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. Ooh. Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? Oh, this is bad. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you say that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Huh? What? The knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. I'm sorry. What train of logic are we following here? Order. Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. What? That's not where I was going with this at all. Right? I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? Dramatic. My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Alright, now it's her, okay. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Again and again! She said it was just the one time. Okay. Victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Angel's deduction. Alright, let's press. You've said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again, rookie. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Something's half-baked here, alright? And it's you. Trying to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Edgeworth. Now why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Her actions speak for themselves. That doesn't really explain it. You have no proof that Miss Skye called him there. You have no proof that she did it. Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There is no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Skye's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried public phone first, at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness? Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day? I'm sure the chief had a grudge against the victim. What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? Hi, Rumi. I'm almost done. How am I supposed to know? See, we agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? Pretzels? I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your bias for thinking this? It's simple. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. What am I gonna do? Okay. I have an idea. The human machine? That's a contradiction. Please. Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth's sight smells like citrus fruit. Oh, sighs smell like citrus fruit. You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me? Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that. Leave it at that? This is a murder case, people. Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know. Miss Stars turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fattest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Question. Does the autopsy say? One knife rule. I think that was it. Alright, we gotta finish this, and then we'll stop. You said that, but you haven't told us how you know. Oh, I'm at the beginning? I'm at the beginning. Okay. I know what we're doing then. Cool. We made it to the beginning. So I'm just gonna get us in our spot. Not here. Not here. Here. Here is where we'll do the stuff, but we'll worry about that come next time. What's today? Yeah. We'll worry about that next time. Well, thanks for coming in for this short stream. I hope everyone enjoys their day. Suzu is Masi. Bye-bye.